day between Collingwood and the Swans at Victoria Park.
But there's David Murphy waiting underneath it.
First half and led by 27 at half-time. The Swans hit back hard in the third quarter despite 37-degree temperatures, but the Magpies were too strong, kicking 8 goals in the final term
against the Swans before winning its second match of the year. At half-time, the Magpies look set for a comfortable victory, but the Swans bounce back to show they will be a tough combination this season. Collingwood's Craig Kelly was reported.
Playing his 150th, Barry Mitchell demanded a win, and the Swans bounced the Pies. First through Strooper, then Lawson quick at ground level.
Jamie Lawson on the left foot kicks a goal.
A Magpie revival came from Craig Kelly's boot. His strength was a highlight.
The ball, Kelly. Craig Kelly.
Not to be outdone, Lewis pulled in a beauty, but Collingwood finished the quarter on a roll and led by 13 points.
Dacos, a freak!
It was crunch time for the Swans, and if Mitchell wasn't kicking goals, he was setting them up for teammates. The Pies then changed the tempo of the game and in 10 minutes booted 4 goals. Scott Russell, a dynamo on the ball.
Bang, and slams it through for a great goal.
At the main break, the Magpies by 27 points. With Coach Buckenara in the hot seat, part-time forward Strooper was doing his job, and Mitchell, after being well held, slipped the net for his second.
Here's a goal coming up for the Sydney Swans, right through the middle.
Collingwood played in patches. It was rare to see a Magpie running into an open goal, and at three-quarter time the margin was 22 points. Matthews wanted someone to lift, and Dacos didn't let him down. It had been a tough day for the Swans, the Pies by 19 points.
2 from 2, and it proved too good for a determined Sydney. The Swans never gave up, but the Magpies class proved the difference. Collingwood home by 19 points, 116 to 97. Strooper kicked 5 for Sydney and Dacos 4 for Collingwood.
On a day more suited to cricket than football, the Swans drew first blood when Strooper capitalised on an error by Pert. Then little Jamie Lawson swooped in to give Sydney its second and a 9-point lead. But the Magpies finally found their feet, Kelly looking dangerous at full forward. And when Dacos chimed in with 2 late goals, Collingwood led by 13 points at quarter time.
A magnificent goal by Peter Dacos.
Yet again, Sydney looked the better side in the early stages of the second quarter, reducing the margin to just a point. But from that point onwards, Collingwood took complete control, taking full advantage of some fundamental Sydney mistakes. The Magpies kicked the last 4 goals of the term and at half-time had established a handy 27-point buffer. The third quarter was far from pretty football, both sides taking it in turns to kick 3 goals each for the term. Collingwood able to maintain a 22-point lead at the last change. The last of the Swans' hopes appeared to be extinguished 1 minute into the final term when Dacos weaved his magic spell. But it was still torrid stuff, numbers being taken after Kelly ironed out Doolan, leaving the Swans player bleeding profusely and minus a couple of teeth. But in the crunch, the Magpies proved just too steady, and it was fitting that Williams, who'd been excellent after coming off the bench, kicked a beauty to seal it after 20 minutes. And not even a fine individual effort by Paul Kelly made much difference. Collingwood home by 19 points, and no doubt relieved to walk away with the 4 points. Peter Donegan, 10 Eyewitness News.
The Adelaide Crows caused the upset of the day, defeating Melbourne in a thriller at Princes Park. The lead seesawed right throughout the match, but when the siren sounded, it was the Crows in front by 11 points. 15-15, 105 to 13-16, 94. Jakovic kicked 5 for the Demons and Jamison 5 for Adelaide.